Hey guys, welcome. I'm Philippe, your average Sony a6400 shooter. And today is such an amazing day. New gear day. We're gonna pick up the new. That's it, we finally have it, the Sigma 18-50 f2.8 TCDN contemporary whatever bullshit. Very first impression, just from having the box in hand, that thing is so light. Yeah, there's something in it, but it's so light, you feel it's a toy. So let's go back home, open it up, and do the unboxing and give you my very first impression as a regular shooter, just like you. Let's start with the elephant in the room, or maybe the mouse. This thing weighs in at literally nothing. I haven't weighed it in. I'm gonna put right here the expected weight from the website, but really it feels like nothing. And the unboxing experience is really something else. I have the chance and honor to have a friend, which is a professional photographer, and he uses Sony G and G Master lenses collection, and just the box feels heavier than the entire setup and the entire lens. So what do we actually have in the box? The very first paper is the limited warranty in English and other various languages. So that's the first paper that we have right here. The second paper that we will get from the box would be safety precaution and instruction of usage. Right? So actually, who reads those things? But it does says that we have a filter attachment thread, a zoom ring, the focus ring, the mount, and the lens hood. Those are the actual part of the lens. So that's the second paper that comes in the box. The third paper is the warranty sticker that you are supposed to attach to this and put it right here. So the warranty sticker, it's supposed to be attached on the warranty paper. So those are the three pieces of paper that comes within the box before revealing the beast, or I would say the tiny beast itself. And like we said, the elephant in the room is actually a mouse. We have this container in, is it recycled paper, recycled cardboard? It does feel really, really cheap. And we have finally the beast. So let's put the box on the side to reveal the mouse. The lens hood wrapped in this plastic, and the lens itself as well wrapped in plastic. To tell you, there is not one stick or one piece of tape to hold anything together. You can just unwrap it like a beautiful Christmas gifts. So this is what we actually have. And when I was saying this thing is tiny, guys, this thing is like so tiny, and you might want to ask how tiny that is. So let me give you a comparison. This is a mug where you would get your morning coffee, and this is the Sigma 18-50. This thing fits into a mug, to tell you, and you actually have some room because it's so tiny. Really, it is ridiculously small. When you extend it, this is what you actually get, and this is the length it goes up to. And really, again, I'm gonna put the weight on the screen, but this thing doesn't weigh anything. And actually it shows why it doesn't weigh anything. When we put it in hand, the quality is poor. We won't lie, right? I've seen I'm sure like you did, a lot of professional YouTuber reviewing this thing and saying, well, you know what, the construction quality is all right, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not all right. This thing is cheap and feels cheap in hand. Let's not lie. You do have the contemporary seal. However, this is plastic and everywhere. This is plastic everywhere. It doesn't feel like a professional tool. However, is it because it doesn't feel like a professional tool? that it doesn't do the job of a professional tool, you will be the one to judge. Right now, I'm shooting this YouTube video on the Sigma, another Sigma. So you cannot say I hate Sigma. I have a bunch of those lenses. So on the Sigma 30mm 1.4, which is notoriously sharp, and as you can see, gives a pretty nice bokeh and blur background thanks to its very wide 1.4 aperture. So I'm going to swap the lenses going from the Sigma to the Sigma, and you will be the judge on how this looks. Because now we are on the Sigma 18-15 f2.8. I don't know, you will be the judge of which one you prefer as a look. So please don't hesitate to leave a comment below between the Sigma 30 1.4 as a look for in the YouTube video experience, or the Sigma 18-50 that you have right now, f2.8. I don't know yet, I need to see it on big screen, but right now, really quickly, I would say I would maybe prefer the Sigma 30 f1.4 because of it gives me more compression, it looks sharper. I don't know, I really need to see on the big screen. Let's talk about really my very first impression. But as you can imagine, as soon as I got that puppy, I opened it up and I went outside to take a little bit of photos and videos. So the very first thing, this lens, when you shoot outdoor at night, and if you want to see a little bit of night photography tips and tricks and experiences, and hang out with me as we do night photography, I have a video right here when I use some very slow lens on the a6400. But this lens at night with very poor lighting conditions is quite forgiving when you shoot it handheld. All the footage you're gonna see, video and photo, are handheld and without any editing or color correction. It allows to give really crisp images even when you are handheld, even when the conditions are poor, even when you don't have a lot of light and the light quality is not that great. However, when you want to capture moving objects, regardless, f2.8 is not fast enough. Let's say that this is an area of improvement for me and for the camera. I cannot say if it's a limitation of the lens or maybe just a limitation of the user. With training and practice, I do believe you can overcome those limitations, as you can see on those pictures, which are completely crisp, very sharp, very little noise, and again, unedited. When it comes to video, when you are in 4K 30, so not in slow-mo, you have very workable footage. Things looks very bright and allows you to get very nice looking images with workable noise, I would say. But in my opinion, the thing crumbles on itself when you get to 120 frames per second and to get very slow motion. So I would say very slow motion at night, this lens is not usable. And the image really fell apart as I was hanging out around the Louvre Museum. One of the reasons why you want to get this lens is for its bokeh, so have this blurry background and turning light into those little bubbles that we love so much as photographers and as videographers. And I'm very happy to say that this thing is a bokeh cream monster. It does make very nice shapes. And as I'm not a super uber professional talking about blades and stuff like that within the lens, I would tell you that bokeh is good enough for me, might it be in video and photography. Last but not least, the zoom length. Being able to work from 18 to 50 millimeters is a godsend. It really represents what you would want to do 75 to 80% of the time for street photography, for architecture, for portraits as well. When it was time to shoot interior, I really felt cramped. 18 millimeters is not wide enough at all, and I wish I had my 10 to 18 with me as a combo to complement the focal length. So this is it, guys. This is my very first raw experience with the 18 to 50 after spending like 30 or 45 minutes with it. I hope this video was informative and helped you in your decision-making process. Please don't hesitate to leave a thumbs up if you found that video interesting, entertaining, or if you like my very Frenchy French accent. And really, guys, let's try together to be better shooters on the a6400, and see you on the next video.